What happens when two similar planets comes and are placed in the same house? Hello friend, my name is Hardik and you're watching my YouTube channel on Vedic Astrology. Today we will be discussing about the conjunction of Mercury and Jupiter. So let's start. Before we start this conjunctions video of Mercury and Jupiter, my request to you is please do subscribe to my channel. It encourages me to make more videos, so your subscription will only help me. Now I have already completed the Mars conjunction series. My last video in the conjunction series was of Mars and Ketu. So today I'll start with the Mercury conjunction series, and I'll start with Mercury and Jupiter conjunction because Mercury Sun, Mercury Moon and Mercury Mars conjunction has already been completed. Now before I start talking about Mercury and Jupiter conjunctions, let's understand separately what do these two planets represent. Now Mercury and Jupiter are similar kind of planet. Mercury is about your intelligence. Mercury is about knowledge. Mercury is about analytical skills. Mercury is about your nervous system. Mercury is about logical thinking. Yeah, so that's what Mercury is. Whereas Jupiter is also about knowledge. But the knowledge of Jupiter is more spiritual, is more about higher learning. Whereas the knowledge of Mercury is about analytics, is about logic. Mercury is an auspicious planet and Jupiter is also an auspicious planet. Jupiter, by the way, is the most auspicious planet in astrology. Jupiter represents your gurus, Jupiter represents your marriage, Jupiter represents higher learning, Jupiter represents spirituality, Jupiter represents wealth, fortune, husband's chart in a female's horoscope. So Jupiter also represents children, and Jupiter hence is one of the most auspicious planet because it represents some of the best things of your life, some of the most important things of your life. So when Jupiter and Mercury comes together and are placed in the same house, it's a tricky combination. Now you will see that Jupiter is a great planet, Mercury is a good planet as well. They have similar characteristics, so they will do well as a conjunction. Right? That is what you will think. But honestly speaking, Jupiter and Mercury will not always necessarily do well. And if the conjunction is powerful, when I consider the conjunction to be powerful if the degree is less than 15 degree and below. Now if Jupiter is at 4 degree and Mercury is at 28 degree, or Mercury is at 2 degree and Jupiter is at 29 degree, then I don't think that's a conjunction. It's still technically a conjunction, but the conjunction is not very powerful. It's like it's like there is a lot of distance between them, so the effect of the conjunction reduces. Now, if you have a strong Mercury and Jupiter conjunction, see if they are aspected by good planets, functional benefit planet, natural benefit planet, then the conjunction will give you great results. It will make you a very, very intelligent person. It will make you a person who wants to learn things, who's very systematic in his approach, who wants to learn, who wants to acquire knowledge. He's somebody who's always looking out to gain knowledge. These are the people who can be great astrologers, because astrology is a spiritual, is a higher learning, but at the same time you need to understand the technicality of the chart, the planets, the combinations. So logic and analytics play a very, very important role in astrology. So if you have Jupiter and Mercury combination, whether it's an aspect or a conjunction, and these two planets are well placed in your chart, then you can be a great astrologer. You can also be very good in the research field. You will have inclination towards spirituality, but with a logical mind. So that is what is great about this combination. But on the hindsight, what happens if it is aspected by cruel planet, or these planets are not placed in a great house? Then what happens is that you become a confused person. Jupiter will take you towards the spiritual way, and Mercury will take you towards the logical way, toward the analytical way, toward more practical way. And what happens is that you become confused. You are not sure where you want to go, and hence what happens is that you will have resistance. You will be a person who will be not sure of what he wants in his life, whether he should go the spiritual path or he should go the logical path. That's where the biggest problem is. See, it's about the most important part of your life, your mind. Your mind gets confused. It gets jumbled up. You don't know whether materialistic world is best for you or spiritual world is best for you, whether you should go the spiritual path, whether you should go for higher learning, or you should look for research and analytics and logic in each of your study. The second thing is you become very, very critical. You become very judgmental. You are not sure. You always try to find faults in things, because one is talking about philosophy, one is talking about spirituality, the other planet is talking about logic. So it's all about confusion. It's all about being judgmental. It's all about not being sure of what you want. Hence you find faults in a lot of things. The third difficult thing that can happen with this combination is that you may be a person, because you're knowledgeable, because you have the wisdom and you have the logic and you're doing well, you may get overconfident, you may get adamant, you may get egoistic. And if there is a difficult planet aspecting, or has some kind of a relationship with this conjunction, then your egoistic nature, arrogant nature increases. So be careful of that, right? Yes, if it is well placed, it will really do well for you. You will come out as a very, very knowledgeable person, a very intelligent person. But if it is not well placed, then you have to handle this conjunction with care, because you will remain confused. Hence clarity is important. To understand where you should focus is important. Right, guys? This is about the conjunction of Jupiter and Mercury. Also, one more thing with this combination is that you can be a good counselor. You can be a good coach, a good teacher, because there is intelligence and there is wisdom. And if it is well placed, that's the good part of it. That's it, guys. That's about this conjunction of Mercury and Jupiter. If you have any questions, please do mention in the comment box below. And whenever I get time, I'll try and answer those questions. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. Please share the video if you like it. Take care and bye-bye.